Hey everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd, and it's time for a review. Sorry you've been waiting on this one. Cavanaugh, Time and Materials. Cavanaugh is the collaborative hip-hop duo consisting of Mr. Open Mike Eagle and Serengeti. This thing is 9 cuts, it's 26 minutes. Open Mike Eagle, I have reviewed this man's music numerous times, most definitely an artist who I co-sign. Check out my reviews or check out his latest 2 projects, a special episode of, or his dark comedy album. Now, as far as Serengeti goes, I've never really been a huge fan of his. In a solo capacity, he's never really been that exciting of a voice to me, but I know he's inspired a lot of rappers who I happen to be a fan of, and I have enjoyed him in a collaborative capacity before, specifically on that Sisyphus record, which featured him, Son Lux, Sufjan Stevens, and I do find his Kenny Dennis alter ego hilarious. Unlike some alter egos I could name, a hater a day makes the doctor okay. So this LP could be good. This LP could be great. But after listening to it, I'm not quite sure how to take it. It doesn't feel like a fully realized collaborative album as much as it does an impromptu meeting of the minds, because it is super rough around the edges a lot of the time and kind of brief. Right from the start of this thing, something seems kind of off with the production. The opening track here features some kind of muddy samples and a very crisp clap, not much in the way of strong percussion. There's some weird buzzing tones that sort of pop into the hook that don't sound that great. Listening to Open Mike Eagle and Serengeti rap over this instrumental is like watching b-boys try to break dance on quicksand. Though I do appreciate that this song is kind of a weird fusion of grunge and hip-hop that I never would have anticipated. The distant chords and sputtering percussion on the song Overland don't really leave that much of an impression on me. On the song Pinky, the vocals and the instrumental seem incredibly muddy here, and the song Wonder Girl is so brief it's almost unnecessary. The song Tar is very grimy, it's very hard-hitting, but yet it's still a criminally short moment on this album, and the song Typecast, which actually features some great verses from Hemlock Ernst and Bus Driver, is actually one of the longer cuts. I don't have too many complaints about this track. I will say Hemlock Ernst dropped one of my favorite verses on the entire project here. It's very speedy. He sounds like some raspy-voiced, obscure 90s hardcore hip-hop rapper who we're just only hearing about now. So the production isn't really that great, and the songwriting sometimes is kind of off or just very brief and not that fleshed out. But at least it sounds like Open Mike Eagle and Serengeti are really letting loose and having a lot of lyrical fun on this project. On numerous tracks here, that's the case. Some moments stick out to me, like when Open Mike Eagle says that he doesn't know any combos, he's just mashing buttons. Or there's one part on this record where it seems like Serengeti is telling a story of a girl who he loved and that she ended up draining his bank account. There are also moments here where it seems like Serengeti has purposely left mistakes and kind of flubs in the record, like on his hook on Overland, which only sort of adds to the very rough and in-the-moment feel of this project overall. Open Mike Eagle's verse on this track is very animated. He even includes a poop joke. A lot of what's on this tape seems incredibly off the cuff, which sometimes works in its favor because it's definitely got a very in-the-moment and fun energy, but I think it works against its memorability, and I think it works against its ability to, I guess, impress. It's like listening to a live performance where Serengeti and Open Mike Eagle make music while high and on the fly, which makes for it being kind of unpredictable a lot of the time, I think, and makes for some interesting emotional moments as well, sort of like on the song Church, where I think Open Mike Eagle brings a really disturbing and sour and unsettling hook. And it will be a while before I forget about Serengeti sort of yelling on a track going, "Everybody calls me Pinky!" Ah! If I could sum this project up, it's a strange junk pile of raw emotions. It's perplexing, it's lo-fi, it's not that well groomed, but it's also intriguing and emotionally intense at points. I liked it, but I think that's mostly because I'm coming from the standpoint of a fan. If you're not already invested in what either of these guys are doing, I'm not really sure this tape is going to have much in store for you. I would recommend some of their solo projects first before you tumble into this. I'm feeling a strong 5 to a light 6 on this thing. Transition, have you given this record a listen? If you have, tell me in the comments what you thought of it. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What would you rate it? What do you think I should review next? And don't forget to smash that like. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're listening to some good music, being healthy, getting some sleep. Forever.